Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are good. Today, in your chemistry class, we have started our chapter atomic structure, right? Till now, we have done atoms, molecules, and radicals. Today, we will start with atomicity, right? So, what do you mean by atomicity, right? Atomicity means how many atoms are present in a given molecule of an element, means how many number of atoms are present in a given molecule, right? For example, we have helium here. How many atoms of helium are here? 1. How many atoms of neon are there? 1. Argon, 1. Here in case of oxygen, 2. How many atoms are there of oxygen? 2 atoms. Nitrogen, 2 atoms of nitrogen. Ozone, how many atoms? 3 atoms. How many atoms? 8 atoms. So, atomicity means number of atoms present in a given element or a molecule. So, here only one atom is there, one is there, one is there. So, its atomicity is 1. Or we can say that it is monoatomic. Mono means 1. Monoatomic. Here atoms are 2, so we called it is a diatomic element, right? Diatomic, right? Here it is 3, so triatomic. Okay? More than 3 we call it a polyatomic. Poly means many. Poly means many. So sulfur is here polyatomic, and phosphorus too. Phosphorus is just like P4. So it is also polyatomic atom, right? Clear? So atomic tells us the number of atoms present in a given formula, right? So here argon monatomic, helium monatomic, oxygen diatomic, hydrogen diatomic, nitrogen diatomic, chlorine diatomic, phosphorus tetratomic, sulfur polyatomic, right? Here figures are given also. Diatomic elements are there, tetratomic, or we can say polyatomic. Tetra means 4, or polyatomic element is there. This is important, right? So, atomicity of compound. Atomicity of compound means, suppose if we have a water molecule, the formula of water is H2O. Now, this is a compound because it is formed of two different elements. When a given formula is formed of 2 or 3 different elements, that is called a compound, right? So, the atomicity of this compound is how much? Its atomicity is 3. Why? Because 2 atoms of hydrogen plus 1 atom of oxygen equals to 3. Right? Same in the case of carbon dioxide. 1 plus 2, 3. Right? Here N2O, nitrous oxide. 2 plus 1, 3. Methane. 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen, 5. Right? Sulfur dioxide, 1 sulfur, 2 oxygen, 3. So this is the atomicity of molecules, right? This is the atomicity of molecules, right? So now we do with the valency. Simple words. What is valency? The combining capacity of a given element is called its valency, right? Now I will explain it to you with the help of some examples, right? In the last class too, I have given you some examples of sodium and chlorine. So here is sodium. Atomic number of sodium is 11, that I told you in the last class, right? How many electrons are there? 11. So we have to divide these electrons in the energy shell. So first shell, second shell, third shell. First shell contain maximum 2 electrons, right? Second shell contain 8 electrons. Now how many are left? 1. So that means nitrogen inner shells are complete. Now he is having 1 extra electron, so he can donate its 1 electron to other elements. So now its valency become Na1 positive. Positive means why? Because he is donating the electrons, right? Same with chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. So how many electrons are there? 17. Now we divide the electrons in the shells. 2, 8, 8. How many are left? 1. Right? No, sorry. This is 7. 2, 8, 7, 17, right? So he needs one electron to complete its shell, right? So he take one electron from sodium, so he become 8, right? So now he is accepting one electron, so its charge is -1, right? So its valency is -1, its valency is 1 positive, right? One more example. Magnesium, atomic number 12. Number of electrons 12. Now first shell contain 2, second shell contain 8, third shell contain 2 because 2 are left. 2 plus 8 10 plus 2 12, right? So inner shells are complete. He is having 2 electrons extra, so he will give these 2 electrons to other elements. So its charge become Mg2 positive. So its valency is how much? 2 positive, right? So it is the combining. Combining means how many electrons he is donating, or he is accepting 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electrons. That means it's a valency, combining capacity, right? That I have explained it to you with the given example, right? So here valencies are given, no need to learn, just you have to learn the atomic number. Sodium I told you valency is 1, magnesium is 2, right? Aluminium, we'll do aluminium example. So aluminium's atomic number is 13, so 2 comma 8 comma 3, right? So 3 electrons are extra, so he'll give 3 electrons to other elements, so its valency become 3 positive, right? 3 positive, clear, right? You just go through the theory. I have explained it to you everything with the help of this example. So right, okay. Now here in the given table, elements are given, right? Elements are given, they have one valency, these have two valency, these have three valencies, and these have four valencies, right? We just have to go through, no need to learn. Now we have in the periodic table, we have a group that is that is not taking part in any chemical reaction, ठीक है, वो किसी चीज में भी participate नहीं करते. For example, helium, neon, argon, these are the elements, they don't participate in the donation or accepting of electrons. Why? Because they have full electrons, ठीक है, नहीं उनके शेल में सारे तीनों शेल्स में या टू शेल्स में पूरे फुल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं, इसलिए ना वो किसी को देते हैं ना वो किसी से लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसे होगा 2 8 8, this shell is complete, this shell is complete, this shell is complete. So why they take electron or why they donate electron? Because their octet is complete, so they don't take participate in the chemical reaction, so that is why their valency is 0, right? Valency is 0, right? Now here we have polyatomic ions also, ठीक है. Nitrate, you just have to go through it. Nitrate -1 valency, ammonia 1, hydroxide 1, bicarbonate 1, sulfate 2, carbonate 2. So you just have to go through the box, no need to learn it, right? Okay, so what is the role of valency? With the help of valency, we can calculate the, or we can derive the formula of the compounds, okay, right? That we will do in the next class, right? So for today this is enough, right? And next part of the chapter we will do in the next class. Hope you understand it. If you have any query, we will have I will solve you in the next class. Thank you so much.